Welcome back to the workshop, everyone. Today I want to do a simple project. I want to make a Kiridashi. Also, along with that, I want to make a Shirahiki. It's another type of marking knife I found while I was looking up things for the Kiridashi. So I want to try and make both of those simple. No fancy handlework. It's not Damascus. Just a simple high carbon steel, and I want to do an acid wash on it. Alright, so we got the Shirahiki and we got the Kiridashi. The angle for the Shirahiki is 25 degrees. That's what I can find. I couldn't find proper answer. It was always very vague. So the pictures that I saw, it was more of a blunt angle, and what I can find, it was 25 degrees or so. So that's what I'm going with. The Kiridashi is between a 45 and 60 degree. I'm going with a 60 degree, and I'm doing both right hand. I do have 120 millimeters length here, but I think I'm going to change that to 150, and this one's going to be 150 as well. 15 millimeters thick. I think I'll do 15 millimeters thick as well on that one. And I found this scrap piece of steel. Let's get started, start some measurements, and cut them out and head to the grinder. That's pretty straight. Alright, I'm working on the Shirahiki first. So this has a blunter angle, so then I'm just going to grind that angle in, and then I'm going to grind all the flats, make it all nice and even, and then put a bevel on it. Just finished drilling the lanyard hole. We're at a 1/4 inch for the lanyard hole. Now, next step is I'm going to take it and harden it. Gonna heat up the edge with the torch and quench it in the oil, and then after that I'm gonna heat it up back here and then let the temper colors draw up here for a nice straw color. Then it's a nice heat treat, and then I'm gonna acid wash it, and in the acid wash you'll see the difference between where it was heat treated and where it was not. Alright, I'm going to use a small torch, a little more control. With that big torch, oxyacetylene will heat it up way too fast, and I'll lose the hardness. It just started changing color. Let's check, make sure it's still hard. Beautiful. While the Shirahiki is cooling down, let's get started on the Kiridashi. So we're going to head to the grinder and get started. While we're at the workbench, we might as well throw lanyard hole in here. So I'm going for 60 degree angle. Just finished hardening the other one. Now I am going to start with a 60 grit belt. The Kiridashi and the Shirahiki are both up to 60 grit. I'm going to take them to 120, round off all the edges, and then I am going to put them in the acid etch, and then I will sharpen them. Alright, we're going to put them in the acid for a nice wash. Kiridashi, Shirahiki. Alright, let's take a look. Been in for about 25 minutes or so. Alright, got them all cleaned up, and I'm going to put them in the tumbler for a while, and then after that we'll sharpen them. been about 20, 30 minutes. There's one. There's two. So let's take a look here. I think they look pretty darn sweet. I only did 120 grit and throwing that in the acid. The dark spot is where I hardened it. The rest is still soft metal. Now you see where the acid washed it. It's nice and dark here. I like that, but here I wasn't too sure about, but it just kind of gives that whitewashed look to it. I'm kind of digging it. I may have left it in a little too long. The dark went away on the sides from the tumbler, but this one not so much. But I do like what the tumbler does. It gives a nice little shine in some spots, and it's kind of cool. All right, well, let's get them sharpened. Try the Kiridashi. I'm gonna be honest. I think I like the Shirahiki better. Shirahiki. There you have it, the Shirahiki and the Kiridashi. Japanese marking knives.